Okay, so there's several incidents that have just recently brought, kind of make me curious about some of the old assaults. Now, I just moved to this property, so right off the bat, some things just really, I can pick things off real quick, like the basement, the garbage issue, like closed windows and doors, how to get in and out of a building, and basic fire rescue. Because here's where it gets kind of tricky. Because a lot of us, if you're paying attention, just make sure look around at the debris. Make sure that especially as you have like fire departments or anybody who might be concerned about anything, please know that when you're coming back from a storm, it takes some time to assess the situation. Like here, right now, we're in Pennsylvania, so we're in Butler County. It's sunny and it's nice out, but coming back from a cat 4 storm, there's like some quiet time and downtime to just go chill out because having been on debris detail, that's one of the first things to be aware of is that live wires, wet terrain. Just make sure that when you're around that terrain, you have to be careful. Okay, garbage, some of the other issues, making sure people get in and out of the building safely, securing up territory, property issues. They have to go through a lot of things, and this is what a lot of people down there are doing. Uh-huh. And these are some of the issues that are going on our properties. So I look at what's going on because we've been in a storm recently. Uh-huh. And I know that this is probably some of the concerns that'll come up going down to North Carolina. I have been on debris detail before as well. Okay, so I don't know who got mixed up in what. This is gonna that's very relevant. When we got family in the middle of a storm, we need everybody to be like respond. Yeah, because their response time is important. The first thing that's going to come up, of course, is basic safety issues with children, family getting out of the area. That's a smart call. Making sure other family and regrouping. A lot of times going down to an area that might have been hit harder than other areas. This is a lot of times it may not even be that much damage. The real injuries happen after the storm. Most injuries happen because of debris and water and live wires. So this is something you need to pay attention to. Until they clear the area, everybody who has property issues, they do not, and I would not go back on that property. Especially if there's, wet conditions or something like that. It's mainly, again, the injuries happen after the storm. So we just got through the Hurricane Florence, and a lot of the property owners, it would be better just to hang back and wait with friends or go see family. Because that's mainly what's going on with the property issues. They'll assess the damage and they'll assess what's going on. They'll have the insurance people look at what's going on in certain areas depending on what's going on with the rock, pavement, other issues. So that's our report for the hurricane and Florence and the cleanup and debris detail and reporting back. If you guys have any questions or concerns about supplies or necessities, they should have some kind of water buffalo or something set up. They usually triage a lot of patients down there depending on the type of damage, depending on what's going on. But just please know, most property owners that are going back and forth between their properties, whether it be in New Wilmington or New Wilmington, or depending on what area, just make sure any issues with food, eggs, anything, if any food goes spoiled, just throw it away. But right now, that's the main issue. If you're on a debris detail, if you are dealing with those type of things, they'll tell you to meet at the school or the school district or somewhere else to assess what's going on at that point. Thank you for listening to our blog page at The Phil Report. Oh my God.